the BMW K1200LT, an inline-4, also known as a flying brake. It started its production in '98 and ran through 2009. It was eventually replaced by the K1600. It is an outstanding motorcycle. I am so glad that I own it, but it does lack a few of the modern creature comforts of a new bike. So what do you do to make it more modern? Well, you get creative. I didn't know anything about 3D printing, but I named this channel Work, Learn, and Adventure On. So I designed and I 3D printed some components to help bring the bike up to date. At the center of my wish list was the ability to charge devices via USB-A and USB-C in a central location on the bike. This housing was designed to hold 2 USB chargers with a total of 6 charging ports, and these can be easily found on Amazon. Secondly, I wanted to mount my phone in a central location as well, close to me and not on the handlebars. This puck was designed with a 25mm ram type ball and will accommodate a ram arm with a quad lock that also can easily be found on Amazon. Third, I wanted to attach an action camera down the center line of the bike so that the video footage would be centered. This L-shaped plate was designed to attach your GoPro and remote. Please note that this plate was designed to sit behind the factory GPS tower, and not all K1200s have this tower, and this plate would not be useful on those bikes. And lastly, the factory OEM BMW GPS unit that came on this bike is outdated and has been replaced with a Garmin Zumo. One thing I should add here is that I removed the OEM radio and comm system on this bike, and I use a CardoComm unit on my helmet for those functions. And the storage access that is gained under the center locker was a game changer for me. On a 2007 BMW K1200LT, the luxury tour, which is just fantastic. It's a fantastic bike. It was built at the turn of the century, but the reality is it doesn't quite match up to bikes that are built today in 2026. There are some creature comforts that are not on this bike, even though it was built in 2007. But 2007 is almost 20 years ago, so that's the reason it's missing some. So how do we keep this bike relevant, keeping up with like a K1200 or a Goldwing, or excuse me, a K1600 and a Goldwing and some of these really nice long distance touring? Because this bike is very capable. It's comfortable, and the funny thing is that you can buy this bike for very, very, very cheap. Sub 5,000. A nice one. Maybe 4, 3 if you find, depending on your location. So this bike, if it's well maintained, it can go, you can leave your house and grow a beard, come back with a beard, it's ready to go. Now the one downside is it does only have 5 gears, but I've never had a problem. I can tack this thing out at 85, and if I'm going faster than 85, I don't know. I can do 100, whatever. But I never would for long distances. Maybe to pass someone, I'd hit 100, 110. I don't know. But just to set it and forget it at fifth gear. 85 is just wonderful. And so what is this bike missing that a newer bike has? Well, it's missing the $30,000 price tag, first off. So I've got an extra $25,000 in my pocket that I can just, do whatever I want with it. So I decided, well, how do you buy stuff for this bike? Well, you don't. You have to make it. So, and that's part of the fun of owning a motorcycle, is owning it, or making stuff, taking care of it. And so I designed this stuff. I created the USB ports. Well, how do you get the USB ports on this bike? Well, you have to create a housing. And how do you hold your phone? Well, you have to figure out a way. Now, this isn't to say this is the best way to do this. It's just the way that my mind thought. I wanted everything to be center line, and I wanted to be less distracted on the road, because I can tell you that there's times I'm thinking, you're a distracted rider right now. You stink as a rider right now, because you're moving this around and looking there. Basically, my eyes stay focused, and I've got it all center line. So that's what I like. My phone, which pumps into my Cardo, which I can take calls. Can't text. I mean, I could text, but I won't. But everything is right here. I'm completely in reach with anybody, and all things will be charged, and I can make videos, that's just another ball of wax that can be frustrating, but it's kind of fun to make videos and have those as time keeps, which is what I like. So you got to get the cameras up there, you got to keep them charged. There's an argument, GoPro, DJI. I don't know. I mean, I'm torn. I could go either way on that, so I might have to redesign this plate for a DJI type of mount, but I don't currently have a DJI, so I have GoPro. So that's what we're doing. So anyways, I hope you like the products. If you are interested in owning any of these, reach out to me on my channel. I will get a 3D print going for you and get it shipped out to you. 3D printing and designing takes some effort, so just keep that in mind. But I can get this out to you. Kind of thinking continental U.S., but just reach out to me and we'll figure it out if you really want this stuff. So I appreciate you watching the channel. Like and subscribe if you can. Obviously, it's kind of fun to see people become a subscriber to your channel. It doesn't really move the needle as far as financially, but it's kind of fun to think that what you're doing makes a difference to somebody. So thanks again, and have a nice day.